This is actually kind of funny. I just realized a grammar mistake. They should say the real murderer, not the real murder is. A big grammar error right there. Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then? Ho, ho, ho. Finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet, not until the very end. The real killer, the person who planned to frame Mr. On Guard is... The real killer, the person who is framing Mr. On Guard. Oh, come on. It could be either one of these two. It could be Adrian Andrews, right? But we know that she actually wanted to hurt... What's his name? I don't know. Who would want to frame On Guard? The security lady would. The security lady would because she hates him. She hates On Guard and she loved Juan. So maybe if she saw Juan dead, she would try to pin it on Guard. Right? It could be. It's one of these two. She's dead. He can't frame himself. He was dead. She had nothing to do with it. She was just trying to take pictures. This guy has nothing to do with it. These two, no. It's got to be one of those two. Fuck. Which one is it? It's one of these two. It's a 50-50 shot. Son of a bitch. Because I can't think of a reason why would Adrian want to frame him. I think she killed him, right? I think she did. She killed Juan because she wanted revenge. She was looking for the suicide note. Maybe eventually she even did find the suicide note. And she wanted revenge for the death of her mentor. But then Old Bag showed up, right? Maybe she saw Adrian walking out of the room in the outfit. She went in, discovered the body, and instead of reporting it, she framed it by ripping the button off and covering it in blood, and then going and putting it in the outfit of... What's his name? Damn it. I hate this. I'm gonna have to do one of the... I want him to get the right guess. Ah! Let me think about this. But then, could they go for a super twist and say that it was Matt and he framed himself? He saw that Juan was dead and he wanted to frame... Why would he want to frame himself? I don't think so. This is real confusing. Oh. Fuck. Fuck it. Is Adrian Andrews. I choose you. You are Mr. Kurita's killer. What? Robble, robble, robble. Order, 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 Mr. Wright. This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence to support your charge? Any evidence? All the evidence points to Miss Andrews. Well, how preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me. I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then, what about this knife? The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him you knew which knife to take was you! Ooh! then, what? What about the button that was found in Matt's Kakama? This button was removed from the victim's body after he'd already died. The only people who have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. On Guard was the real killer, there's no way he could have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. Urgh. Damn, she has a lot of pairs of glasses. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. On Guard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which is you yet again, Miss Andrews. I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. The costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that there was just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews. No, But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found in the guitar case. And it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time.
Oh, that's right.
That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that, yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. Ugh! And to top it all off, there's this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this Nickel Samurai is Mr. On Guard. He would be too short for his own costume if it was him. Yes. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Please, stop. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time.
Miss Andrews?
I refuse to testify. She's pleading the fifth. What was that? There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. Rubble, 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 rubble.
Well, yes. You are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing the witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves.
What? Pleading the fifth is something most people would not... is not something most people would think to do on the spot. In America, they do it all the time.